But we got there. Just want to do Yud Zayin Amid Beis. It's important. If you want to understand Yud Ches, we just have to review. Yeah. Okay. Omer Afuna. It's about, 15 lines up from the bottom. You have it, Omer Afuna. We'll take it slow. Omer Afuna, Omer Rav. Shemeris Yov Shemeso. Mutiv Imo. What happens? Two brothers, Reuven and Shimon. Reuven's married to a woman, and he dies. So the wife falls to Yibum, to Shimon. Shimon does no Yibum, or Chalitza either, and then the Yavama dies, before he does Yibum. Okay? So Rav Huna says in Rav that the Yavam is permitted to marry the mother of the woman who originally was his Yavama. We don't see it as Chamoso. You hear the Shaila? If you say, factually, if you hold Yesh Zika, that the attachment to the Yavama is like a semi-marriage, so even if she dies, he's not married to her mother. But the Gemara explains that since Rav holds Ein Zika, that the connection has no value, doesn't have that degree of value, so that if she should die, if he's Miyabim her, of course, if he marries her, so that's his mother-in-law. But if she dies and never does Ibum, so then he's permitted to marry the mother of the Yavama. That's Rav Huna Amar Rav. We'll see in a moment. Amar of the Rav Shir is Yov Shemeisa Mutabimo. Almo. So evidently, what does Rav hold? Ksav Ein Zika. Right? There's no Zika. Zika means there's no attachment. No, even though before she died, the Shemerit Yovan, the connection doesn't mean anything. Of course, she's not permitted to marry, but no, which means Ein Zika within this context. I mean, a man's married to a woman. It's a weak link. It's a weak link. It's gone. It's nothing. We'll see. Because the more is going to be mechalik later between whether let's say she's alive and he wants to marry the mother-in-law. Is he permitted? Let's say if you hold Ein Zika and the Yavama didn't die and he wants to marry the mother-in-law. Could he marry the mother-in-law? Well, if you hold Ein Zika, the Gemara is going to say the reason why you're not supposed to do is because you're being mevatel mitzvah yibum. That's not because it's considered chamosa. Not because it's chamosa. That's the Gemara is going to explain this in a moment. Al Muksava, so evidently Rav holds Ein Zika. So Mar asks a question. There's a machlok. Yesh Zika Ein Zika. It's machlok Rabbi Yehuda Chachamim. So let him say we rule Ein Zika. What does he have to give me a case? The application. Let him state the principle. The principle is Ein Zika, right? So Mar says Yahava Mahochi Yahava Mina Hanimil betray. I think Ein Zika. One. If let's say there were two surviving brothers, so it says that since the mitzvah of Yibum could have been to the other brother, that's why the link to him is weak. But let's say he'd be the solitary brother, surviving brother. Maybe Rav would hold. He's not permitted to marry the mother-in-law, right? Because there it's Zika, which means if it's a question, it could be fulfilled by another brother. So then the Zika is weak. Then the link, it's a weak link. But if he's the only, so maybe that's the reason why I want to give this application, that even if he's the only brother, still he's permitted, right? So Mar says, Avol Ye Zika. She says, good. Lema haloch kedivri omer ain't Zika afilu bechad. So let him be more. Let him say the principle. Be more specific. If I'm concerned, if he doesn't give the case, I won't fully understand us. Let him say ain't Zika, even if there's one brother, right? He says, Yom hahochi havamida afilu michayim. I would think it could be misleading that you could even marry the mother-in-law, even if the Yavam is alive. Kamash valon. Then when is he permitted to marry the mother-in-law? It's only if the Yavama dies, but not why. Not because it's chamoso. It's because since you have a chiyuv, you have an obligation to yibum, and if he marries the mother-in-law, the mother of the Yavama, then it's over. So he's mevatel mitzvah yibum. That's by saying what he said. It's in the context factually it's ein zika. But it's only when is he permitted to marry, not because it's zika. So he should not be mevatel the mitzvah if she should die before he does the yibum. No, he definitely won't say this. Let him say in Zika. He'd say in Zika, he could even marry her even if she's alive. Said that, but that's not correct because he mevatel mitzvah yibum. But again, it'll be a misunderstanding. It'll be a misapplication of the ein Zika, of the principle. Yeah, you may think that. That's why he has to give the case only if she died. Only if she died. Okay? Ain't Zika.
No, but is there something special about the mother of the Yevama would be any different from the sister of the Yevama for some reason? It's just the mother of...
Well, we're going to see in a moment. We'll see in a moment. Tanan. Yivimto, exactly. It says in the Mishnah, Yivimto shemeso. Mutabachosa. Hear this? A Yevama who dies, she's permitted to marry the sister. This is exactly what you're talking about. It's a Mishnah we're quoting. Now, if a person's married to a woman, right? He's not permitted to marry the sister of his wife, even if he should divorce her. What happens if his wife dies? Achos ishto, he's permitted. So it says here in the Mishnah, what about if he has a Yevama and the Yevama dies? Before he does Ibum, it says he's permitted to marry the sister. So you'd say, why? Because it's no worse than he'd be fully married to her. If he fully married, he could marry the sister. So even if you hold Yesh Zika, he definitely can marry the sister, right? But the question is, but if you're told, like Rav, that you can even marry the mother-in-law, the Mishnah say a greater chidush. Why does it only say you can marry the sister? It should say you should be able to marry the mother-in-law. After the death. That's speaking about Mesa. Tanan, Yivimto Shemesa Muta Bachosa. So what's the inference? Bachosa ain't Imalo. Only the sister, not the mother-in-law. So evidently, what do you see from this Mishnah? Yezika. Right? Did you see the link is strong enough that it's the equivalent of what? He was married to the daughter. Therefore, the Chachoso. Right? He says no. Huadin afilu imo. The truth is, when the Yevama dies, he's even permitted to marry the mother-in-law. So, but it says, why does it only say the sister? What happens if a man's married to a woman, right? And then she dies. He's permitted to marry the sister. What about the mother of his wife? No, right? Once it's his mother-in-law, it's forever a mother-in-law. So therefore, as a result of that, the Reisha speaking is only specifically Achosa. Right? When he's married. It's two parts to the Mishnah. Ishto Shemesa, Muta Bachosa. Definitely Achosa v'lo ima. But what about Yevama? So we want to maintain the same case. So since the Reisha is speaking Achosa, it doesn't mean to say not the mother-in-law. Yeah? Avo bi'imo lo, dav yisur avtonen. I'm safe for Muta Bachosa, but not because to exclude the mother-in-law. This is Rav Huna b'shem Rav Huna Amar Rav. Rav Huna Amar Rav holds Ein Zika. Therefore, if the Yevama dies, he can marry the mother-in-law. Okay? Rav Yehuda Amar. Rav Yehuda is Namora. This is not Rabbi Yehuda. Rav Yehuda Amar. Shemeres Yavam. Shemeres also beimo. Yeah? He's not permitted to marry. So we'll see. Almost Zika. Right? That means the link is strong enough. It's like a semi-wife. What prevention? Yeah. No, but again, why? Because he is Zika. Because the connection is like a semi-marriage. So just a marriage, you can't marry the mother, even if the woman dies, the wife dies. Same here. So Mar asks the same question. What does he give me? An application? Let him say the principle. Zika finished. You have Omar Hochi Hava Mina Hani Bili Bechad. I'd say when do you say Zika? That's only if he's the only surviving brother. Avil betray ain't Zika. That's what I mistakenly would say. So he wants to give me the application that even trade, right? Somewhere asks, "Well, keep pligi betray pligi." What do you mean? The machlokas, Rabbi Yehuda and the Chachomim is by trade, not by chad. So if that's the case, that mistake won't be made. Eli yomar hochi, elo yomar hochi, hava mina michayim. Yeah, this I would say. When do you say yesh zika? That's only if the Yevama is alive. If I say yesh zika, when is yesh zika? When she's alive. That since the mitzvah is viable, right? So therefore, the Torah doesn't want you to marry the mother-in-law. Avol achamisa, pokalo zika, because it's a very weak link. Kamash malon, the zika b'chdi lo poka. That linkage, even afterwards, there's still a remnant to that. You were connected to the daughter, and because you were connected to the daughter in a certain context, that's considered the equivalent. That's your mother-in-law. That's chamoso. Therefore, you can't. So we have machlokas. According to Rav Huna Marav, ein zika. They have muta b'chamoso. Rav Yehuda says also b'chamoso. Okay. Now we want to bring a raya. Gemara wants to bring a raya. Le mesayah le lo. Le mesayah le yivimto shemeso. We want to bring a raya to Rav Yehuda. It says yivimto shemeso muta b'chamoso. This is literally the same Gemara. We'll see in a moment. It says in the Mishnah that when Yevama dies, she's permitted to marry the sister. So what's the inference? Right? So that would support Rav Yehuda, right? I'd say no, Ima's also permitted. Like we just finished saying, right? So therefore it's no proof. It's not a proof. Yeah. Okay. Mosiv Rav Huna bar Chio. Okay, now, if a person, instead of doing Yibam on Yivam, he does Kedushin. It's called Maimer. So there's a question whether Maimer is a Doraisa, Maimer is not a Doraisa. Right? Because Torah says you're supposed to Miyabim her. You're supposed to, right? So over here, Mosiv, yes, also by Maimer, Umes. Let's say Ruvain dies. You got it? Wait, Ruvain is married. Ruvain is married. 1 second. Let's talk about Eshach Shlo Yibalomo. We're talking about the case in the Mishnah. Eshach Shlo Yibalomo. Ruvain and Shimon. Ruvain dies. Levi wasn't born yet. Levi is born after the death of Ruvain. So Levi cannot be Miyabim, Ruvain's wife. Wait 1 second, because they weren't alive at the same time. Now Shimon goes, and let's say he would be Miyabim, Ruvain's wife, and he had another wife. That's called Tzoras Erva, right? Because there's a linkage. The Tzora of the Erva. But Shimon, he didn't do Yibum, he just did Kedushin, Maimer. So that means his wife that he had from before is not Tzoras Erva, because the Yavama never became his wife, right? Because he only did Maimer on her. You following? He only did Maimer. Okay? Well, we'll discuss that in a minute. Right? Maimer, you see clearly, is not Tzora. Wait, it's only, we'll see. Umes, Shniya Choletz Lo B'Si Abemes. So the second wife of Shimon, meaning the Tzora, the Eshesach, from the first, she goes. Because she's nerva to Levi. Because Levi wasn't alive when Reuven was alive. But the wife, the Shniya, the second wife of Shimon, she's Choletz Lo B'Si Abemes. Because since the Maimer is not a marriage, is not really a bona fide marriage, so therefore, she's not a she's a Shemeres Yovam. To Levi, she's a no. The Maimer, she did Maimer on Ashes Ruvain. Shimon did Maimer on Ashes Ruvain, rather than Yibum. And now, but Shimon had another wife, so now Shimon dies. What happens to the wife of Reuven? She goes free. Okay. What's the second wife? No, wait. No, not Maimer. She's not Maimer. No, she's a tzora of a woman who had Maimer. She's a tzora of a woman who had Maimer. But if Maimer is not recognized by the Torah, what is it? It's nothing. So therefore what? So there's only one Yavama. The Yavama is Esha Shimon. Correct? Reuven's wife never became Shimon's wife. Because he only did Maimer. So she goes off now. So if it's nothing, but so Midrabona, really on a Torah level, Midrabona on the Torah level, he could even do Yibum. But since she appears to be a Tzoras Erva, so therefore we say Choletz Lo B'Si Abemes, that Levi is Chalitza to Eshes Shimon, and then, but Yibum not Yibum. We'll see in a moment. So the halacha is Choletz Lo B'Si Abemes. Taimo. What's the reason why she's Choletz Lo B'Si Abemes? Taimo Dovid B'Maimer. Only because he did Kedushin. Holo Ovid B'Maimer. Shniya Nami Yubi Miyabo. Right? The second one, she'd actually do, he would do Yibum. It's only because there was a linkage of Kedushin, what we call Maimer. But if not that, what would he do? He'd do Yibum. But according to Rav Yehuda, the Yezika, right? And that's why Chamos is Asur. What do we need? Maimer. Even without Maimer, it would be Choletz Lo B'Si Abemes. Because of Zika. So evidently, what do you see from the Mishnah? Ain't Zika. Right, that's the question. The Amrit Zika. Havelot Tzoras Eshes Och Shlo Yabolomo. Bezika. Right? So what? But it says only because of Maimer. That's the reason why. Oba Rabbo. Who adin dafilo of it, Maimer? Wait a sec. Shniya Michlot Cholza. Vilo Miyamo. Wait. What? So evidently, meaning Zika is enough to create an issue that he can't marry. No Yibum. But there's enough of a linkage. She's not a bona fide erva. Right? She's not a bona fide erva. Zika is enough that it's a choletz lo mesiyah bemis. Even lo maimer, it's choletz lo mesiyah bemis. Right? So we're saying. You're following? We're saying if you're yesh zika, you cannot do yibum. Zika is pre. No, there's no passive. It's a state. It's a state. It's a state. It's a linkage. That's the question. Why is that enough from doing yibum? But there's a link. That link has to be severed. So that you need chalitza. Right? Wait, one second. So the question is, but if we're telling, according to what the Gemara is answering now, Rab is saying even without maimer, but it says maimer. So what does it say in the Mishnah also about maimer? Right? So he says, "V'hodik toni maimer lafugim beishamai." That comes to tells the halachos not levish. Who's beishamai? The amri maimer konekinyan gomur. Beishamai's position is when a yovim does kedushin, it becomes his full wife. So what would be? So it's a tzaras erva. So therefore, even Eshes Shimon would need nothing. So the halach is, we wanted to say the chiddush. Now, even if there's maimer, she still needs chalitza. Without maimer, it's only chalitza. La fuge beisham. We don't hold like beisham. Because according to beishamai, the tzara would be able to remarry without anything, walk away. The chiddush is no. That even with maimer, she cannot walk away. Choletz lo mesiyah bemis. No, that's why he has to stop kiss with maimer. Factually, she needs chalitza even without kedushin. It's nothing, right? Right. The lafuge, don't think because according to Beisham, it's a kula. She's a tzaras erva. Okay. Eisveg. Okay. Another Mishnah. Shnei achim ba'olam echod. Right. You have two brothers who were born. They lived it simultaneously. Umeis echod mehem b'v'lo vlad. You hear this? And one dies childless. Reuven Shimon. Here. Howard show normal we're holding. Okay? Shnei achim b'olam echod. Umeis echod mehem b'v'lo vlad. And then Reuven Shimon, okay? Reuven dies, is married, dies childless. V'omer hasheni is lasos maimer b'vimto. Wait. He wanted to, right? They had the wedding date set, the caterer, everything in place. And before he had a chance to do maimer, nolad acheno the loach, a third brother was born. Pre-maimer. Okay? Umes. 1 second. And then Shimon dies. He dies. Harishona, now, but he did maimer. He was born pre-maimer, did maimer. Umes, we'll see. We'll see in a minute. Right? Okay. Ach, umes. Mes, okay. Harishona yotza. Harishona yotza mishum eshach shloi belomo. So the one who fell, Reuven's wife goes. Right? Because Levi wasn't alive when Reuven was alive. First one, Rishona. Shnia rega. Oh, chaletzo mesiyah bemis. Oh, now we got a problem. Okay, but if you hold Zika, how could you be Mesiyah Bemis? Right? If you say that the link is sufficient to weaken, to create a semi-wife status, so but it's how you wouldn't be able to do Yibum. Right, so there was a Zika at the time, so there was a link between the first wife and the second wife. Right. Here, again. If according to Rabbi Yehuda, we say that if a man has a Yevama and he doesn't do Yibum, and then she dies, the Yevama, he can't marry the mother, his Yevama's mother. Because we say that linkage between the two of them is enough not to allow him to marry the mother-in-law. Right? So now we're quoting a Mishnah over here. No, that's one point of view. So we're asking on that point of view. On that point of view. It says in the Mishnah, you have two brothers, Reuven and Shimon. Reuven dies childless, and the wife falls to Shimon. And Shimon has his own life. And before he does maimer, a third brother is born. Okay? And then Shimon dies. Okay? Never does Yibum, never doesn't do the maimer. So it says the first wife, which is Reuven's wife, she goes free. Because she's a sister-in-law from a brother who they were not alive at the same time. Right? So she goes, No, it doesn't make. No, he was born before. The third brother was born after he died. After Reuven died. After the first brother died. First. No. Reuven, Shimon. Reuven dies. She falls to Shimon. Okay? So now Levi's born. The wife who fell to Shimon never will ever be permitted to Levi. Because the two brothers were not alive at the same time. Now Shimon has another wife. Okay? Now Shimon dies. Did nothing. No mimer, nothing. So it says now when Shimon dies, the wife of Reuven, which he never did Yibum, goes free. Right? And Shimon's wife, it's the prerogative of the third brother. He could either do Chalitza or Yibum. Whatever he wants to do. Right? With Shimon, he's a contemporary. With Shimon, when it was Shimon, he's a contemporary of Shimon. Wait, right? With Shimon, he's a contemporary. But the problem is not the second wife. The second wife, at one time, was linked to the first wife. Right? Because before Shimon died, the woman fell to Yibum. So his wife, the sister, the wife of the, of Reuven, was linked to him. Right? No, it was linked to him. To Shimon. Reuven's wife, when Reuven died, is linked to Shimon. Now, Shimon has another wife. So that means he has a semi-marriage linkage to Reuven's wife, even though he didn't do Yibum. Right? Did nothing, right? There's a linkage there. And now he has another wife. So if he would, let's say, married her, it's a Tzoras Erva. It's a co-wife of an Erva. So over here we say Zika is within that context. So that means his wife, being in the same situation where there's a linkage, we should consider her a semi-Tzoras Erva. She's the co-wife of an Erva. So we say Chalitza we understand. But not Yibum. It says over here in the Mishnah, Choletz is Omes Yabemis. If Levi wants to perform Yibum on the wife of Shimon, he can. If you hold Ein Zika, it's understandable. Because there's no linkage. But if you hold Yesh Zika and there is a linkage, that linkage should not allow Yibum. That's the first question. You could have 15 wives. They're all Tzoras of that original Erev if you hold Ein Zika. Again, Reuven, Shimon.
Reuven was married, died. Shimon was married, so Shimon now he has to be Miyabel.
Reuven's wife.
Right? And he did, and now both them don't have kids and Shimon dies. Maybe Miyabel both of them.
The way we rule halacha? Wait. We ruled it can't be Miyabel either of them. Because she's Tzoras Eishes Ach. Shlo Yebolomo. Even though when Levi was born, it was after Shimon already did Yibum, according to the Chachomim, since at one time she was married to the brother who lived when he wasn't alive, that's Tzoras Eishes Ach, Shlo Yebolomo. Even though he was born after the Yibum took place. They both go free. Reb Shimon is Mechalik. Reb Shimon says, if he's born before the Yibum, so therefore, she identifies as Reuven's wife, and the second Shimon's wife. So Reuven's that's Tzoras Erva. But let's say he's born after Shimon already did Yibum, so it's like Reuven never existed. So when he's born, who is she? She's Eishes Shimon. Then Reb Shimon holds he could do Yibum. Because it's Eishes Shimon, it's not right. He was born afterwards. Right, but Chacham said makes no difference. Since at one time she was Eishes Reuven, that's Eishes Shlo Yibolomo. Okay? So the Gemara asks, so how could you say Misi Abemes? Right? It's difficult on Rav Yehuda. Amar says, what the Gemara asks, Hamani Rav Meir. This is going like Rav Meir. 1 second. The Omar ain't Zika. Meaning Rav Yehuda says, we rule Yesh Zika. Rav Meir holds ain't Zika. So Gemara says, Yisrael the Rav ain't Zika. Is it possible to say Rav Meir holds ain't Zika? Votanan, Arbo Achim. No, a little more complicated. You have 4 brothers. Okay? Arbo Achim, Shnai Mehem Nesu and Shtei Achios. Okay? 2 of them married to 2 sisters. Umeisu and Nesun Achios. Now both of them die. Listen what's going on here. So now you have, it's like Achos Isha is linked to both of them. Both sisters are linked to the other. They both died. He didn't do Yibum either one. Ruvain dies. They didn't have to die simultaneously.
No, but two brothers died.
Two died, and Yibum wasn't yet done. And Yibum was, and the two wives are sisters. So he has a Zikas Shtei Achios.
Right. So which one you do?
No. It's Achos Isha. It's the equivalent of Yod Yesh Zika. It's a semi-Achos Isha over here. That's not Achos Isha.
If you
Yibum, but Chalitza will do. We'll see. Hareelu Cholzes Lo Misyabmos. They got Chalitza, no Yibum. If we say Zika means nothing, right? Right? Hani mitrei botikasyon. Hai liyabim chadav, hai liyabim. There are four brothers. One brother should be miyabim one, let the other brother be miyabim the other one. Because the linkage means nothing. Like to be miyabim both he can't, because that's two sisters. You can't marry two sisters. But if you have two additional brothers, each brother should take one of them. So, and right? And but Rameir says, so what do you see Rameir holds? Yesh Zika. No, even with Yesh Zika, it's chalitza you need. It's not a bona fide like it's mom's your wife. But it's enough that it's a semi, so it doesn't allow Yibum. Right? But you see clearly what does Rameir hold? If Rameir says Yibum, you cannot do. You see he holds Yesh Zika. Right? No. They're full sisters. They come from the same mother or the same father. Two sisters. Okay? One second. So Mara says, I'll tell you Rebbeir holds Ein Zika. So what does he hold? Cholzes Lo Misyabmos, if he holds Ein Zika. Listen what the story is. What happens? Listen what happens. The Dilma ad Yab Echad, let's say one does Yibum, and then then the fourth brother dies. No, the fourth. No, two of them died already. So we say, so he says, let one of the Dilma, if the third brother, Levi, is going to do Yibum on one, Mayis Idoch, who's the other one? The fourth brother may die. 1 second. Got Botla Mitzvahs Yevomin. So, no. Mayis is the fourth brother. Third brother's in the Yibum on one of the sisters. No. We said why is it Choletz L'B'Siyabemes? Because if we're going to allow Levi, to do Yibum, what happens now before Yehuda? Wait, before Yehuda does Yibum, let's say Yehuda dies. So it comes out, the Achos Isha goes free without anything. The Mitzvah Yibum, Chalitza is also semi-Mitzvah Yibum. Right? If he does Chalitza on one, even if he should die, so he'll do Chalitza on the second. Because even if you hold Yesh Zika, right? So he gets nothing. You do nothing of it. Like we said earlier. If you're on Zika, we don't want you to be Vatlam Mitzvahs Yevomin. Right? So he says, Ve'ein Zika, Tevatel. 1 second, Rega. And Oslavat Mitzvah Yevomin. The Dilmad, Mayab Chamay Seidov, Vatlam Mitzvahs Yevomin. Somebody has a question. Ve'ein Zika, Tevatel. But if you own Zika, you know something. The linkage means nothing. Right? So Ribi Matel. Right? If you own Zika, that means it's upon you to do it. But at this point, the linkage means nothing. It means nothing. The Ramaliel Omar ain't Zika. Ramaliel himself holds ain't Zika. And he said, we're not concerned what may happen. The Tnan, Ramaliel Omer, listen to this. In miano. Vimlo miano tamtena chatagdil. V'teitzel zumi shemachosisha. Yeah, what happens? You have two brothers. One's married to a katana, and the other one is married to a gedola. Two brothers. Okay? No, one's married to a katana. His brother's married to a gedola. His brother dies. Now what happens? If his wife is meme'enes, the surviving brother's married to the katana, and the sisters, the two women are sisters. So if she's meme'enes, that retroactively he was never married to Rachel. He's not married to Rachel. So now what happened? He could be Miyabim Leah. Right? He could be Miyabim Leah. Again, Reuven, Shimon. Reuven married Rachel, who's a Ketana. Shimon marries Leah, who's a Gedola. Now, so Reuven's Kedushin is Kedushin Drabonon. Shimon's Kedushin Doraisa. Good. Shimon dies. So if she's not mimayin, Ruvain's wife is not mimayin. So midrabanan, it's his wife. So therefore he can't do yibum on Shimon's wife. Let's say before she becomes low, she's mimanis. She says, I'm out of here. Miyun makes it, it's lemafreya. It's like he was never married to her. So then, who'll marry her? So then he'll do yibum. So he'll do yibum on Shimon's wife. What happens? She says, I love him. I'm staying here. I'm staying till I become 99 years old. I'm not leaving marriage. So you know what happens? It says, wait a second. He says, Rega, one second. No, which means he'll marry, the one he has he'll keep, and the other one she'll go. So you see, if you hold Ein Zika, we couldn't care about the mitzvah is not going to be fulfilled. No, and then the Gedola will go. No, the Gedola we can't let go yet. We should know Shekhtana. No, because she may back out. If the Ketana backs out before Shem's Gedola, then the Gedola is connected to the... Then he has a chiyuv. No, then he has a chiyuv to be miyabim. But let's say the Ketana becomes a Gedola now. And now the Kedushin Rabbah becomes Kedushin Oraisa. So now she's Achos Ishto, so let her go. Tamtin Shal Tagdil, let her, she'll go. It's Achos Ishto. So the question is, what do you mean? We shouldn't allow it. We should say, divorce her now, and do Chalitza on the Gedola. So what do you see? If you hold Ein Zika, we couldn't care less. Ein Zika means the linkage, the mitzvah means nothing. If there's no linkage, we're not concerned, you're not going to be able to fulfill the mitzvah. See, no. So you see, if you see from it, if you hold Ein Zika, I'm not concerned that the mitzvah won't be Mukuyam. That's you see from Rabbi Gamliel. Right? If you hold Ein Zika, I'm not concerned the mitzvah won't be Mukuyam. So it won't be Mukuyam. So we're asking, we're saying, Rameh really holds Ein Zika. Why is it Tisyabim? Why is it Tisyabim? Because even the old Ein Zika, because you're not allowed to be involved in mitzvahs Yibum. Right? Where he's married to two sisters. We say Choletzol Misyabemis. If you hold Ein Zika, because if he marries one, the other one's out the door. Give Chalitza one, you give Chalitza to the second one. Why? Because if you do Yibum, you're involved in Chalitza. But we see over here, according to Ramliel, he holds Ein Zika, and we're not concerned about involved in Yibum. So if that's the case, Rameir, evidently, what does Rameir hold? Choletz lo Misyabemis, of course of Yezika. Yeah, it's going like Rameir. No, but it says Misyabemis. So we see from before that what? That Ein Zika. That if you hold Ein Zika is what? No, we said we quoted a Mishnah. It's the case of four brothers. So we see the Rebbeinu. So we say no, because Rabbi Leo is not concerned. Right. There you go. Okay. So on that the Gemara says, Rega. It's not me and the no me no tam den shtagdil teres lu b'shabachos isha omale Ramliel omar le drab. See, so we're back to square one now. Omar le Ramliel drabmei karomis. What is one thing after another? Because you see, Ramliel holds Ein Zika. We're not concerned about Tavatel. I'll tell you, Ramei is concerned. Yeah, Ramliel is concerned. Ramei is not concerned. Right? Adramei Karamis. Right? Adramei Karamis. Lo. So he says, no, you misunderstand what I'm saying. Hochi. Rega. Hochi Kamina. Rameid Chayish Afilu Sveiko. Rameid Choshish, even it may turn out to be that way. Ramli Afilu Vadi Lo Chayish. Yeah? If Rameid is Chayish Afilu Sveiko, Geidelel ad miyab mai sidoch. Ramliel afilu hechad vari botlo. Gon hoch de tamna shetagdil lo chayish. Ramliel says even vadai you're going to be mevatel the mitzvah. Because if she becomes an adult, what happens? The other one's out the window, definitely she's gone. I'm not worried. So if he, by Vadai, so by Ramesh, at least by a Sofek, right? Ramesh, Chayish Afilu Sveiko. Ramli Afilu Vadi Lochayish, Dilma Mandel Chayish Afilu Vadi, Lochayish, Manda Chayish Afilu Sveiko, Chayish. Two different things. That's Rabbi Gamliel. Seiko, right. Right, yeah, good. Right. That's the reason why it's Choletz L'Mesi Abemis. That if the brother should die, right, we're talking about 4 brothers. What it would be, he'll do Yibum. What happens if the brother should die? So that means the other one is going to go out free. So, but if it's a suffix, so Rameir is Choshish. Maybe the brother will die and she'll go free like this. He gives both Chalitza. So he does both. He's become Yibum on both. Through yeah, right. Right. We're not, exactly. Amalei Abayla Rav Yosef Hodurav Yehuda Dishmuli. When Rav Yehuda says before Yeziko, he said Rav Yehuda says Yeziko. He says that's going like Shmuel. What was Rav Yehuda's case? He says that a Shemer Yovam, if she dies, you're not allowed to marry the mother-in-law. Right? That was Rav Yehuda. Because Yeziko. So we're saying Rav Yosef says Hod Rav Yehuda Dishmuli. He's following Shmuel's position. Who Shmuel Ditnan? Shemer Yovam Shekidesh. Right? Right? The brother of the Shemer Yovam went, it was Mekadesh, the sister. Yeah? Shemer Yovam. Shekidish Ochiv Esachosa. Which means? Mam Tenis Liyibum Yivama. What is the base? Rega. One second. What's the base? Yeah. What's the problem? Shemer Yovam Shekidish Ochiv Esachosa. They had 2 brothers who could have done. One brother went married the sister. So what happens when one marries the sister? It's achos ishtos. Okay. One second. One second. So we say to the brother who married, he only did kedushin. Wait, he only did kedushin. Really, she's achos ishto. Wait, she's achos ishto. He could do nesuin. But factually, because originally she was a kuka to both of them, she was linked to both brothers. One brother did the wrong thing. He married the sister. So it's achos ishto. So we say, don't go to chuppah and let your brother fulfill the mitzvah of yibum. No, do yibum. No, you have Reuven Shimon. Shimon goes marries the sister. Kedushin, Ersin. So we say to Shimon, don't go to chuppah to do nesuin until Reuven does yibum on the Shemer Yovam. That's what we tell. What's that? Why? What's the reason? Because since she was already Sukukalo, now if you have relations with her, it's like Achos Ukoscha. Because she was Sukukalo before. Before he married the sister, there was a linkage between him and her. Right. Now he went and did Kedushin to the sister. It's a Kedushin D'Oraisa. But in terms of the way it appears, but since there was a linkage, it looks like you're marrying Achos Ukoscha. So we say to wait till Reuven does Yibum. Once he does Yibum, it's irrelevant. It's not your wife. It's his wife. It's over. Right? So we say, Shmuel says, Halach Reb Yudah B'Meseiro. So evidently what? Evidently you hold Yesh Zika. If it's Ein Zika, what do I care? The linkage means nothing. Right? Omalei. The Rav, my Rav Yosef Labai, Vishmei the Rav Omro, my Kashaloch. The Rav. He says he's saying that it must be going like Shmuel, right? Because Shmuel said, Shmuel, we rule like Rabbi Yehuda ben Beseira. So what does Rabbi Yehuda ben Beseira hold? Yezika. So he says, Omalei, the Rav, my, and if it would be named Rav, what does that have to be Shmuel? Maybe it's Rav. She says, because it's Rav. How could you say it's Rav? Rav said that you're permitted to marry Chamoso. No, you're permitted to marry the mother-in-law of the Shemeres Yavam. So he says, Dilma Maroy Ninu Vali B'Durav. It's Machlok Samoroim. So Mara says, Rav Yosef, came in the Itmar Mishmei Dishmu Behedjo. Ubeshmei Durav Kamaroi, Lo Shkafim Mishmei Durav Behedjo, Bukhminia Kamaroi, Vali B'Durav. Shmuel definitely said, Allah Rabbi Yudim Beseira. And the only way you can understand Shmuel is what? Yesh Zika. So you're going to tell me, we should say the name of Rav, which is unclear what Rav said. There's a Machlok Samoroim what Rav says. Shmuel said explicitly, right? Omer Avkan, Amito Lishmaitz Kamid Rav Zvid, Minerdo, Omer Atun, Hochi Maslisan Lo, Anon Behedju Maslin Lo. Omer Vidom Shmuel, right? Shemer Yov Shemeisa also Beimo. It was said, it's not, we say Rav Yudah holds like Shmuel, because Shmuel said halacha. Shmuel himself said explicitly this halacha. Shemer Yov Shemeisa Asur Beimo. That means Shmuel himself is saying, right? Omer Vidom Shmuel, Shemer Yov Shemeisa also Beimo. Almo. So what do we see Shmuel holds? Ksav Yeziko, Baz Shmuel Etame, Dom Shmuel Halacha, and why? Because he got Rabbi Yudah ben Beseiro. So what's the utzricha? What do you need both comments? What do you need both statements? If he says also, that tells me Yeziko. So what do you have to tell me? Because he holds like Rabbi Yudah ben Beseiro. It's the same, but it's the same thing. We don't need it. Once you say that, you're saying Yeziko. It says, and he said that. What does that add? You understand? What does that add by saying Shmuel rules like Rabbi Yudah ben Beseiro? Right? The Yashmin and Yezik have been a honey mil bechad. I'll betray lo Kamash. Maybe if there's only one brother where it's specifically to him, maybe that's what you say Yezika. But if another brother is able to fulfill the mitzvah, maybe ain't Zika. Maybe ain't Zika. So by saying halakha Rabbi Yudah ben Beseiro, Rabbi Yudah ben Beseiro's case is the two brothers. So you see Yezika even by two brothers. Even by two brothers. Yashmin halakha Rabbi. So say Rabbi Yudah ben Beseiro. Be Rabbi halakha Rabbi Yudah ben Beseiro haning michayim. Because they're both alive. Abu Machamisa Poko lo Ziko. Kamash Malon the Zika b'dechilo Poko. Terrific.